Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your daily tarot reading. Thank you for joining me in this reading. I am going to be using the Light Seers deck and the Lover's Oracle deck in this reading. So remember to take what resonates and to leave behind whatever you feel does not. So let's find out what messages come through with the cards. So the first card we have is the Nine of Cups, and with this card you could be dealing with a water sign, so a Cancer, Pisces, or even Scorpio. Next we have the Four of Cups, and with the Four of Cups you could be dealing with the water sign as well. And finally we have the Death card in the reverse. So the Death card, you could be dealing with a Scorpio. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, which shows Earth sign energy. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, or even a Virgo. Okay, so the Five of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, with this, it shows you could be getting access into some place that perhaps you may have not had the chance to get into before. So it may have felt like it was something very distant and something that was out of your reach, and it may have felt like even you were excluded in some way. So with this card, this could even be about someone else who may have rejected you in some way in the past. And with this card, this is showing very welcoming energy. So there could be that element of this person who may have rejected you in your past in some way, or who may have made you feel excluded, or who may have even just disregarded your feelings or disregarded your point of view. They seem to be coming back with a desire to be able to save things, with the Death card showing up next to this card. So the Death card is all about wanting to salvage things and not wanting to let them die, especially with it showing up in the reverse. So this is about wanting to save a certain situation as it was, or wanting to get back to that and wanting to be able to prolong it. So there's also some kind of a resistance to change and changing of a dynamic with the Death card showing up in the reverse. So I am getting this person may be something that weighs heavy on their conscience, and I'm seeing that perhaps they are having some kind of an epiphany moment, and they are wanting to be able to make that moment or that experience right. But with the Four of Cups, I'm seeing that perhaps you are not really open to it. You seem to have moved on from the situation, and it seems to be something that doesn't bother you anymore. And with this Four of Cups, it also shows a disinterest. It's about apathy. It's something that perhaps you don't even think about anymore. So with this card showing up, I'm also seeing that you aren't as invested as this other person may be right now. So you may have other things that you are concerned about right now and that you are perhaps moving on to. With the Nine of Cups showing up in the reverse, this is also showing an energy of being unpleased, being discontent, and also an energy of feeling as though this shows a bit of an upgrade. So you could also be perhaps the reason why you are not wanting to entertain the situation you've moved on is because you have moved on to something different, and you don't have the same energy for this other person with this Nine of Cups. So I'm also getting that it could be a little too late for this person is what I'm getting. Also with that Nine of Cups, this person could be approaching you in a way that is a bit of a turn off to you. So it could be that what they are offering is not enough. It is not something that is impressive, or it could even be that the way in which they approach you is incorrect. It may be that their form is not up to standard. The way in which they are perhaps interpreting the situation may be totally off from how things went down, and it just is something that seems to be not your concern anymore. Okay, so I'm going to pull out 3 cards from Lover's Oracle deck. So I'm going to pull out a card for you, Sagittarius, and I'm going to pull out a card for the other person and a card for this overall reading. So I'm going to start with a card for you, Sagittarius. So the first card is this one. It says, imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. Okay. I'm going to pull out a card for the other person, anyone else involved that you may be dealing with. And this is the card that came out. It says, life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. Okay, and finally, I'm going to pull out a card for this overall reading. So this is the card that came out. It says surrender. At times, we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. Okay, so with this surrender card as the overall reading, I'm seeing that perhaps you may be passing up on this opportunity or this offer that this person is presenting to you. And that may be temporary. It may be some kind of a break, coming apart for a little while. Or it could even be about being able to make that decision to perhaps pursue different things. And with this card saying let go and all will work out, I'm seeing that being able to surrender in the situation is what is making the situation work out and making things better in a way. So this connection that you may have shared with this other person may have been something that came into your life to be a learning curve. So it could have been a lesson for you, and I'm seeing you having had learnt your lessons through it, because with your card it says that it speaks about new opportunities and new possibilities for your life, and that sounds like being able to evolve and move past some kind of an experience, some kind of a connection that you may have shared with someone. And I am seeing that that is something that is coming as a byproduct of having had learned a lesson and having had gained everything that you needed from a certain connection, and being able to move forward with that knowledge in mind about what you have experienced and what you have learned from it. So this other person, with them, I'm getting that perhaps it's a little bit harder to let go. So there seems to be some kind of a resistance when it comes to their this card that is representing them in this reading. But I am seeing that this person may take a bit longer to let go, and it could be because perhaps they are not very proud of what they may have done or how they acted in the situation. And so I'm also getting that with being able to resist, this person may also need to learn that lesson of also being able to forgive themselves, or being able to forgive the way they showed up in a situation. This person I'm getting is also perhaps coming to grips with being able to relinquish control and let things go, and go with the flow ultimately. So you may be getting freed from this connection or from this attachment in some way. I'm seeing that perhaps you may be moving on to something different. You may also be perhaps moving forward at this time in a very empowered energy. This could be about you really embracing self and also enjoying that time, instead of perhaps focusing or putting that focus into another person, and instead perhaps putting that focus more so on self. And with the Five of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, this is about being able to recover from any past experience, any hurts, anything that perhaps may be hidden in the subconscious mind, following any experience that may have been very painful, or it may have had a bigger impact than you may have been aware of. With the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, this is about recovering and also being able to find a way out of that, being released, experiencing freedom. And I'm seeing that that is the message with this reading. Okay, so that is the message I am getting with these cards, Sagittarius. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will speak to you in tomorrow's reading. Bye, Sagittarius.